Happy Sunday. I just washed the stink off of me and I feel fresh. Like the flowers on my shirt. I have like bright red pants on in this shirt. Oh, yeah, I don't know what I look like, but I'm bright and red, people. Today I plan on going nowhere. Nowhere. I'm doing very little. I'm gonna do a little work for my business, but other than that, when I say a little work, I mean pretty much just get a deposit ready. That's how little. And then you got Wingnut back here, passed out. She's curled up on her little square that Jason made her. It was all flipped, it wasn't laid out flat, but she curled herself up on it. I thought when I shut the door, she would wake up because, she's like that. And everybody always comments on my Batman purse, but what you guys don't see is there's a Superman one right over here that's equally as cool as the Batman one. And then behind I Love New York is a really cool Alice in Wonderland purse. They're all dusty. That should be part of my... I have no idea what my April projects are going to be. One of them will be take all those purses down and dust them off. One. April is usually a month of funk for me because it's the month that my mom died and I just get a little melancholy. So I haven't really even thought of projects yet. Because that cupboard's clean. I'm not even going into the closet. I'm not ready for that yet. That might be a 2-monther because, no, I can do it in a month, but I don't want to do it for April. There's too much crap in there. That desk is clean. Yeah, I don't know. I might try to clean underneath all of these desks because I've been keeping empty boxes and such, and underneath this desk in particular looks pretty nah. But I don't really have any to announce particularly. So April might just be one of those wing it project months. Yeah. We just got done having lunch, and it was one of the lunches that made no sense because it was, what can we find? Well, I was getting in the shower, and Dad's like, I'm going to take this head of cabbage and fry it down. I'm like, okay. By the time I got out of the shower, it smelled like cabbage farts were seeping into the bathroom. I'm like, what is that smell? Is it me? No. And he put a touch of brown sugar in it just to sweeten it up a little bit. It was very good. So then I got in the freezer and I found these little chimichangas. We had like 6 of them left for the microwave. So I heated those up. And then we had some pickled eggs in the fridge and part of a cheese ball. So that was our lunch. It looked very unusual. But it was one of those eat what you got moments. And that's what we had. Tonight we're ordering pizza because our neighbor's coming over and they're watching basketball. Go Notre Dame. Because tonight the Notre Dame women are in the Final Four, so we're excited. I will probably not watch the game, but I will listen to them because I will understand what's going on just because they are vocal. More so our neighbor than my dad. Yesterday, Dad's like, who are you rooting for? I'm like, out of the guys, I don't know much about the guys, but I'm going to go for Butler because they have a cute dog. It's the only reason. And they won. And they're in the finals, so I'm going for them again because their doggy is so cute. But I have a couple small little stories from when we went shopping the other day that I meant to tell you, and I totally forgot when I was in the shower. It hit into my mind like an arrow, like... And, my dad is like the social butterfly. He could talk to anybody. The people who have met him at South Tube know he's just an easygoing dude who will talk to anybody. So I was checking out at Walmart the first day I went. And he's sitting on the bench, because when I'm shopping, I'll get a phone call. I'll be sitting on the bench in the front when you're done. I'm by register number, blah, blah, blah. So I try to get a register near where he is. And I'm checking out, and I look over, and he's talking to this woman standing there. And so I go over by them, and they were talking about nuclear plants at that time. because her husband, I don't know, it had gotten to that talk. I finally got the backstory after we left, but we were just chit-chatting and talking about different things, and very sweet, and we were, parting ways. And I thought it was somebody he knew. I said, Dad, who was that? He's like, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? She saw his hat, because he always wears, usually, a Navy hat or veteran or some sort of hat like that. And those hats of his help him meet a lot of people. And he said when she saw my hat, she stopped and was talking to me about her husband. He was an Army vet in Vietnam, and he had been blown off of the side of a cliff by a roadside bomb onto a tree, where he laid for a day, filled with shrapnel, until they found him. And then that parlayed into, he now works for nuclear plants around the country. And then I came in on the conversation when they were talking about nuclear plants. And her son also works for the nuclear plant near here, who wants to open a bowling alley. Named Joe's. So we leave there and we go down the road to the farm store where he's buying solar salt. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm like, how long does it take to go in and buy 2 bags of salt and come out? Well, he comes out and I'm like, what took you so long? I was talking to this guy in there. He was in Vietnam, but he was a guy who was he was a gunman on choppers. Because, again, the guy saw his hat and they struck up a conversation. We've been in parking lots at stores, and somebody will walk by him and shake his hand, thanking him for serving. And there'll be another veteran and they'll talk. It happens all of the time. So, it's kind of interesting. That's really all I got to talk about. I thought my cousin was going to come over yesterday, but he didn't, which is fine, because I really didn't feel like messing with any of that crap. No. Last night I watched a movie called Abandoned. Apparently it's on again tonight. I'd never heard of it. It's a Brittany Murphy movie. I'd never heard of it. Had her and Dean Cain. It's her boyfriend, and she goes and takes him to the hospital to have orthopedic surgery, and she goes in with him, and then goes to get coffee, and goes back and he's gone. He's not even in the system. And then all of a sudden they start thinking she's crazy, and then at the end it all comes together on, it was interesting. I liked it. I don't know why it's on again tonight. So yeah, I'm watching a movie right now on YouTube. It was a link I had. It's an Asian movie. I don't know what technical nationality. I don't know if it's Korean, Japanese, or what. But it's called Eat, Drink, Man, Woman. And I'm on part 3. I think there's 11 parts. I see up to part 11. I don't know if there's a part 12. Apparently it's in 12 parts. So I want to watch that. It's subtitled, so I'm reading a movie. I don't mind subtitled movies, as long like this has decent sized subtitles. I hate them when they have subtitles this little and you can't read them. But I grew up watching Japanese animation, so I watched quite a bit of subtitles anime, so it doesn't bother me to read a movie. I cannot believe how long this is. I think I'm going to get it just... Yeah, I'm going to get quite a bit cut off. Oh, he's watching the 3-point shot competition. I'm on a roll. I just wanted to come on and say, hey! Oh, guess who said hi to me on Facebook the other day? The King of South Tube 4. I told him, I said, we want to see your mama's face. Alright, I'm rolling again. Bye.